Connection. Correction, he was your father.
Correction, he was your father.
Exactly.
Bitch is dead now.
Pretty much. Sabadabadabadabada.
Moves a show. Yee yee. Circle.
Oh. TCRS always first. What's up, man? iPad Mini. Ugh. Let's see.
Say iPad rehab. I was like, man, that's copyright. Don't say that shit.
What if I call it iPad Rehabilitation?
There you go.
Is it still copyrighted?
Nope.
What if I call it first 2 days in a row? Yes. What if I call it iPad Intervention?
I'm sorry, Mr. iPad. You've gone too far today.
Indeed. Sorry. Sorry, peoples. That's what usually happens on my live streams. Somebody comes in immediately. I feel the coming. I feel it coming. What's going on, everyone? So today we're working on an iPad mini. This one doesn't charge. I've kind of dicked around with the charging cable a little bit. Thank you. I like my shirt also. Dicked around with the charging cable. I metered it at the actual cable where it comes in. Our 5-volt lines, which I think are right in here somewhere, they were there, so I know I'm getting power to the board. I kind of dicked around with it here to see if maybe there was like a connection issue. I flexed it, did the normal stuff. No change. The fact that I'm getting power to the board kind of leads me to think that it's a TriStar problem. If it's not a TriStar, we'll have to diagnose it a little further than that, but that is my assumption, because even with the battery unplugged, I'm not getting any fluctuation. You should get some variation in the voltage or the amperage that it pulls, even without a battery, because it tries to boot without a battery, so you should get some draw, and I'm getting 0. So we're going to replace TriStar, and then if that doesn't work, we'll start looking at the charge port and see if maybe we've got a break here, which is normally where it happens. Fractures on the iPad Airs also happen here behind the charge port. If you look, this port's actually elevated off the bottom. So what happens over time is these two screws here will loosen, allowing this port to move a little bit, and it'll flex back and forth, and since it's lifted off the bottom here, this cable can move, and it actually will cause like a bending, work hardened situation where it breaks the solder joints, and that's what happens on the Airs a lot. So if you get an iPad Air in and it's not charging, try wiggling the charging port around. If you see any voltage spikes or amperage draws, that will mean that you probably have a bad cable, but this one's not doing that. The port is kind of loose. I checked it though, it's clean. The pins all look good, so I don't think it's the port, but we'll find out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the charging port first, or the TriStar first. Let me see if I can tell. So this has a 1608 A1 on it. I'll brighten that up so you all can see it. So there you go. It's a 1608 A1. So if you put a 1610 on this, it won't work. It'll cause boot looping because the chips are not the same. So if you same thing goes with let's see, 3.3 volts. Let me check here. I don't iPad mini. Iggity iPad. Biggity. Speaker, let's see, the grounds, that's con DP1, DP positive. Maybe we'll learn something new here. I always thought the ACC lines were for accessories output voltage, not any type of USB detection. It has a USB detect line, or a charger detect line, excuse me. So, alright, so the ACC 1 pin is, let's see what it is. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pin up from the bottom right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3 volts. So 3 volts on that rail. Let's go over here. This is the detect line. Let's see here. That's the 4th pin down from the top. It's this one here. Alright, so the detect line is 0 volts. I would suspect that should have something on it. It goes to a Zener diode and it goes to a cap. Where else does it go? It goes over here to resistors right outside of TriStar. Okay, and PP-VCC main is on that one. Let's see if our resistors are bad here, because if VCC main should be present. I'm going to hook up my battery. This should give me battery voltage on that rail, I believe. Okay, so I'm getting nothing there. It's got a pull up that goes to that right here. Okay, so the pull up resistor is reading 3.5 volts on one side and 0 on the other. Alright, so I'm going to disconnect the battery and the charging port, and I'm going to meter that resistor, make sure it's good. So what is your resistance, little feller? 5705. I'm going to switch you all over so you can see what I'm looking at. So I want 5705. So I'm looking at ZXW right now. I'm going to open up my schematics. Okay, I'm going to go to iPad mini. Right there. Alright, so we'll open this up. Let's see which screen it opens on. Slow to open. Let's see. iPad mini that won't charge and is only missing that line, but no short on that line. TriStar makes that voltage from my understanding, so I would suggest if you haven't replaced TriStar, do that. Let's see, we need R57 watt. 57 watts. 5705. Okay, so that's 100K. So let's see if we've got 100K ohm on that. Hopefully I don't have to pull it out of series. It's slowly going up. It's at 35K, 40K, 45K. Alright, now it's, yeah, so it's 100K, so that's good. Let's see what that line is reading on the outside of that resistor. Okay, so it's reading OL pretty much. That's reading OL. That's reading OL. So I don't think those resistors or anything causing that. So we'll switch back here. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be a TriStar issue, but doesn't necessarily mean. I've had several iPad Airs that I thought they were TriStar problems or something simple like a charge port or something, and they turn into just a nightmare. So let's go ahead and put some flux down here. Orientation is fairly simple in this one, so that's good. So we're just going to heat this up. I've got a shield over the battery, so should be okay as far as heat goes.
Hey there. Can I help you?
I need to get my phone screen fixed.
Okay.
Replaced.
What do you have there?
6S.
The 6X? Okay.
What color is it?
Black.
We got it?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Did I already talk to you on the phone or?
I called asking what the prices were.
Okay. Yeah, it's 135.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and get it?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys do a student discount?
Yep.
We do 10%.
Okay. Do I need to show you my student ID?
Yes,
or-
please.
Nah, it's all right.
My,
I
one of
can't
my
get you to fill this out for me.
one of my friends in one of my classes recommended.
Well, that's good. That's our best form of advertising is word of mouth.
Happy customers.
Hello. Can I help you?
I called earlier about a broken iPhone screen.
What kind of phone was it?
iPhone 5S.
5S. Okay. What color?
Space gray one.
I can't remember.
We're out of the black.
We're out of the black right now. We'll have them in tomorrow.
I mean, I don't care if you have to put another color on this. I just need the screen hard.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Like,
I
you
put-
you can change the color.
No,
Make
okay.
it pretty.
All right.
Okay.
Like, it's fine. And there's a screen projector on it.
Okay. All right.
So,
If it does bother you though, if you want to bring it back, we'll swap them out for free. So
thanks.
sorry about that.
No, it's totally fine. I just really need my phone to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were supposed to get our screens in today, but evidently they've been pushed off till tomorrow.
It happens.
Yep.
You know?
Especially in the time that you need them.
Okay, so quick question.
Yep.
I'm a South Carolina resident. Do you want my university address because I'm a Western student?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm never sure which one people want.
Mostly we just go by the name for looking up any type of repairs or anything for warranties. Give that to him. Thank you. Very welcome. And they'll be ready. Did you grab your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. They'll be ready in about 30 minutes or so.
So run dispenser.
Yeah, no problem. We're open till 7, so no rush.
Well, I have class at 2:20.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay.
For that.
So clean this up. Grab our TriStar here. Touch IC jobs here, Mike. Alex, if you can't handle those jobs, send them my way. I'll get you back. I'll help you out, bro. We'll get you fixed up. Well, just shoot my TriStar across the board there. Cool this off. No change. So let's undo the charge port mounts. Yep, still not charging. Alright. So it's not TriStar. New TriStar chip is no difference. So let's see, what else could it be? I have to check on the ZXW here. Alright, so what would cause a no charging issue? I'm really interested why this detect line, what's it reading now? Still reading 0. If we unplug it, okay, so When USB is present, the... Huh. That's weird. It spiked for a second on voltage. Okay, so when the charger is in, the detect line is pulled low. If you unplug it, it goes high for a second, but then it seems to drop back to 0. Like it jumps up to 2.8 volts. Oh, it's probably because we don't have a battery present. Let's see what it does with the battery present. Okay, so with battery present, the line is high. With it charger plugged in, it goes low. So it has to be seeing the charger at least. So that's working. What else do we have? 5 volts. So it goes through this inductor right here. So that is under the shielding. See if I can pop that off without damaging the battery here. Okay, so let's see, what's our voltage here? Okay, we're getting 5 volts through. We got a cap, and a resistor. Goes to ground. Where else does this go? Alright, so this goes to our main input MOSFET that's controlled by PMIC. Should be at least. Let's see here. So it's this pin, center diode, resistor. It goes to ground. No, it doesn't go to PMIC. I thought it did. Where does it go? I could have sworn that goes to PMIC. No, it goes to ground. That should go to ground too on the Zener diode. Oh no, it goes to logic. Huh. There's overvolt protection. That comes from TriStar. That's ground. Alright, let's see if our MOSFET's bad. No, we're getting 5 volts here. And the gate is... Okay, so it's letting 5 volts in. Okay, so we're getting 5 volts to here. Where does this go? PP bus. So what are we getting here? We're getting 4.8 volts here. So it's making it into the PMIC. Let's see what VCC main is. It's 0. Oh, it was 0. Or no, it's 3. It's battery voltage, 3.5 volts. Okay. What is controlling this? PMIC again. And a diode. So, looks like everything's pointing to PMIC being the culprit. Well, shit. No, PMIC's cold. Let me try plugging in the battery and see what it does. See if it changes at all. Oh, hold on. No, it's making VCC main. It's just not high. It should be 4.2 volts and it's 3.5 and fluctuating. Huh. Let's see if we have a short on VCC main. No short. What's the diode reading here? Ooh, okay, so that's not good, I don't think. Let me measure a different one. I don't think anything's getting hot. Let's check this board. Okay, so diode reading on VCC main on these is low anyway. Time to go down the rabbit hole. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, Micah.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to. Alright, so PMIC. Let's go to the schematic and look. So this is PP bus PMU, that's the input voltage. I feel gum, baby. That's not what I wanted. The rabbit hole. Yeah, it does. Alright, so this is the PMIC right here. So these are all our different lines.
Take this.
Yep.
I think this is the best. Unless I didn't get some seat right.
What's that? What's a bad screen?
Like nothing's working. No touch, no home button, nothing.
Check your connections. Is the old screen completely shot?
Yeah.
Like nothing working on it either?
No, the LCD worked. The touch did work. I tested it before.
Okay.
It busted up when you touched it.
What color is your phone?
Mine's black. I won't have a phone then, Chris.
I'll give you my phone. Just recheck it. Alright. So there's not much to this charging circuit. It's got input from the charger. What is this one? PV bus USB. I know what it is, but why is it separate from the other one? USB VBus SoC. That might be something to look at, the SoC line. It's the only place it goes. Huh. So where is that resistor? Can I select this, please? Thank you. Okay, so that's over here. Looks like it's that one there. So that should be, was it 61 kilo ohms? 68 kilo ohms. Let's see what it is. It's reading 50, but it's in series, so it could be reading off a little bit. Being that the SoC is usually low resistance on the output, I feel okay with that one. Q8104. Let's see where that is. Okay, so that's right down here. Right there. So let's see what we get there. Hey, look. Okay. Send that one back to old Sethi.
It wasn't from Seth. It was from the ones that we got from China.
Was it really?
Yep.
That's odd. I thought we got rid of all those already.
No.
Do you care? I give you a phone?
Yeah.
You don't want to, do you?
I don't want to, but it's fine.
You'll have it back tomorrow.
Okay.
Unless we have another one here somewhere. We got a broken one. It's all Seth's fault, man. All Seth's fault.
Yeah. Well, it really pissed me off that I messaged him about 20 times and never responded to me, but then he responds to you instantly.
I'm gonna tell him that he needs to stop doing that. Because when you're here by yourself, you need him to respond.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about it. All right. So this gate, I don't know if it's opening. So I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna jumper from here to here. Because my battery voltage, let me see if it's coming up. I don't think it is. Yeah, my VCC main is a volt higher than my battery voltage, so let's run a quick test jumper wire. Hang on to that screen and I'll contact them and send it back. Probably gonna order a bunch of screens anyway from them since Seth is being flaky lately. Alright, so let's run our jumper around to the other side. If this works, we're going to pull this MOSFET and see if maybe the MOSFET's bad. If it isn't the MOSFET and it's the actual battery gate somehow, or the PMIC control gate somehow, we'll just go ahead and jump the pads. So let's see. Does it smoke our wire? Alright, so now we have an amp draw. It's not 100% correct, but it's an amp draw. So I'm getting 0.2 amps, where before I was getting 0. Let's see if PMIC is getting warm now. This wire, I don't think the wire is going to be holding it back, because if it was, I would assume it would have smoked. Oh shit, sorry. Thanks, Alex. Looking out. Alright, so I ran a jumper wire around the battery gate from the output side to the gate. This is to the battery and this is from VCC main. VCC main was reading 3.5 volts and the battery was reading 2.5. Now that I have these jumped, it's up to 3 volts on both sides and climbing. An amp draw though is far too low, and I have a feeling that once we reach what PMIC was making earlier at 3.5, it's going to stop. So I'll wait and see once it reaches 3.5 volts. It's currently at it's about to hit 3.1. So we'll see what happens. battery SWI should go to TriStar. Let's see. Oh, now it goes PMIC on this one. Alright. Let's see what our voltage is now. Oh, we were at 30 yesterday, Lynn. It's grown a little bit. We've got more people here. Alright, we're up to 3.15. So we'll see. Throw it in the oven and reflow. No. Micah, throw it in the oven, reflow. Do it, reflow it. Just reflow it. For about 10 seconds.
What, screen?
Huh?
Screen?
What screen?
Screen?
What about it?
In the oven?
No. Oh yeah, we can reflow that screen. Rehot PMIC, bro. I'd rather not. How long have you had your shop? Almost a year and a half. Alright, we're at 3.2. Climbing still. Pop in the toaster. Don't get a story, you'll end up with a beard. Alright, so it's still climbing. Alright. Is anything getting hot? Nothing's getting hot. Yeah, there's too much work in the name. Can't change it now. I don't understand why they put this metal shim across like all these components. Like it's got a backing on it, but it seems like a bad idea. Seth said the screens will be done in 2 hours, but we don't really have a way to get up there.
No. He said he was delivering them there.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It's working now? Okay. Considering they can short caps. Think you can do the 5S quick?
Huh?
Think you can knock the 5S out quick?
Yeah. Go ahead and remove her up.
Yeah. You want me to do the 5S or you want to do it?
No, I'll do it. Alright, Elizabeth. Sorry it took so long.
No, that's okay.
Alex, Seth is 30 minutes away. Maybe a little less, depending on how fast you drive. I was gonna send Ashley up this morning to get him, but he never replied, so. Yes, it is a customer right behind me, Michael. So we're up to 3.3 volts and still climbing, but the amp draw is just low. Yeah. So, still pulling constant 0.2 amps.
Alright. After your discount and everything, it's going to be $125.82.
Ain't bad.
Chip problem.
Yeah, I failed.
A lot of them,
Alex is married.
You have to do it 3 times. and
Yeah, then you have
it's
to
like-
scan it. Yeah. Mine does the same thing.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, it is. Mine did it because the
Oh,
ATM.
okay.
My ATM destroyed the chip on my card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine, it's like cracked on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Sign that
that's.
for me.
The ATM at my bank clamps down on it to read it, and it breaks it. It does it to every single one of them I've had. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
you
so
go.
we're approaching
You're welcome.
3.4
You have a good
volts.
day.
You too.
This is the boring part of my streams, watching things charge. And this is how it charges. Let's see. Maybe should I just inject 4.2 volts on VCC main and make PMSC get warm or something. Didn't watch just a stream. She said she buys from because he's. Yes, Michael. She said she buys from you because you're single. She said if you're single this long, that means that you're dedicated to your work.
Here's this. I don't know where you want me to put it.
We'll have to strip it down for your screen.
I don't know.
If you want to run and get it today,
No,
I'll pay for your gas or whatever. You can take my card.
I'm afraid of my truck.
Oh, I'm saying you can
Oh,
take my
the
car.
so I want to get stuff cut up
Is Hillary working?
here.
Can we pay her?
I don't know what time she gets off.
Can-
I'll find out.
Can we entice her with money?
Maybe.
Tell her you'll buy her some shoes. She loves shoes.
I know she
Didn't she go shoe shopping the other day again?
does.
Micah, you need to check on these things. If this works, it'll be the slowest charging iPad ever. It charges at 0.2 amps the entire time. Inject 5 amps. It'll only draw as much as it wants, so I don't know if it would do 5 amps. I think the battery charging protection would stop it.
It wouldn't.
It's got charge protection. You want to hand to? BNC. Hey. It's a bcconnectionbg@gmail.com. Okay. Yes. BG. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Bye. That was old Lewis's store right there. Giving me a call. They were supposed to send that Friday, but whatever. Have we plateaued? Uh-oh. I think we plateaued. I think it's going back down now. What's going on here? Yeah, I think we've reached our limit. It's no longer charging any higher than this. It's up to 3.2 volts. It won't go any higher. Alright, so that won't work. Let's disconnect this and take our wire back off. I have a feeling this is PMIC, and I am not going to do PMIC on a iPad mini 1 because there's no way they're going to pay me enough to do it. What?
It may potentially not be icon locked. It's got a passcode on it, but they forgot.
Okay, so I pulled the jumper wire off and it's still charging. But it's still pulling only 0.2 amps. That's weird. Wasn't doing that earlier. It's still dropping though in voltage. Disconnect the battery and see what it does. Alright, so now VCC main is up to 3.8 volts. It wasn't doing that earlier. It's at 3.8 volts now. As soon as I plug in the battery though, it draws it down to 3.1. This has got to be a PMIC problem. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be fixable. I think we have any more work to do. I did a bunch of stuff this morning. What do we have?
Derek's.
What's his?
I thought he had one here.
Yeah, he does in the back.
Yeah,
think it's the same thing, no charge.
Is it?
Yep. I'm gonna unplug this and clip it back. I want to see how much of a pain in the dick this is. Ugh. The chip is just surrounded. There's not even any really nice way to get into that thing either. Has anybody in chat ever done PMIC on one of these? Bad tantalum cap. You have an AmScope with a 10x or 20x lens, and it's $500. I've never heard of a $500 AmScope that has 10 to 20x on it. Have a nightmare. Are there any tantalums on this rail? I guess. Yeah, I guess that tantalum is on the rail. I believe these are tantalum caps. Let's see. It'll tell me in schematics if they are. 8191. So let's see here. Yeah, that's a tantalum right there. Let's go ahead and pull that one out and see what happens. Are you talking about the lenses? Is that what you're talking about? These? The 1020x lenses? If you're talking about working distance here, you'll have to get a Barlow lens. 0.5 Barlow lens. This woman wants her. It's not a phone, it's an iPad. Alright, I'm gonna pull this tantalum cap off here and just see. Maybe that is the whole reason and Amy's correct and we're gonna discover something new. I'll be shocked if this has enough thermal mass to lift this. I don't think this is going to have enough to lift it. I'm going to have to use hot air. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Let's see what our VCC main voltage is. And it's still not reading right. Plug our battery in. Still the same draw, 0.2 amps. 3.6 and following. What are you on? 3.15. The Barlow goes on the bottom of the scope. No, I'm not taking a digital dock.
Take it digital.
Taking a digital dock, they'll look at me and be confused. What? What is it? What's a PID? PPO. PPA, no info for the DEA. Alright, we'll take the other tantalum off. That's also on VCC main, so. We're going to remove all the tantalums. I don't understand why they put tantalum caps on these things. Yeah, they're like a different style capacitor. They use poly instead of ceramic. I don't understand the point though. From what I've read online, the ceramics are better in almost every way, or pretty much every way. Like the ESR rating of a ceramic is lower. The voltage dropout and loss is lower. Like, I don't understand why they use tantalums. No, I don't have any PMICs here. Alright, so now let's see what it does. Amy, I hope you're right, I'll be honest. I hope that's all it is. It's just the tantalum cap is bad. Nope, still the same reading, 3.5 volts. Plug in the battery, still 0.2 amps. And voltage is still falling. Okay, I understand they probably are cheaper, but for real though, look at the board. How many ceramic caps there are. Why do they put 2 tantalums on it? Hello. Anyway.
My friends recommended me to you guys. My son's phone just
Stop working. Okay. Anything happened to it beforehand?
No, it
Just stop.
yeah, it's like it won't even turn on.
Okay. You want to just leave it here? We can look at it today.
Sure.
Okay. You should fill out paper.
Okay.
Just fill it out for me. And we'll take a look at it today and see what's going on with it. So you wanna be
Tuesday the 25th, right?
Yes. Turn on.
What are your hours?
10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Monday through Friday. We should know something today, though.
Okay. Well, like, I have to go back to work and
Okay.
work at Carter's Tattoo and I have appointments. I don't
Okay.
know if I'll be able to come back in
Okay.
before 7.
Okay.
But just call me, and if I don't answer, leave a message or text me, whatever you gotta do. And
Okay.
I'll come by tomorrow in the morning.
That works.
So,
That works.
all right. Thank you.
Have a good day. I need to do Microscope's 101. I have to do
What's your passcode?
5362.
8675309. I feel like I should just replace the charging port for no reason. Should I do it, Micah? Should I just replace the charging port even though it
Try it.
seems like it's fine?
Try it.
I don't know what else it could be though. It's gotta be PMIC, it's not a charging port. I'm gonna call this one. Well, I guess we could ask them if they want to get it fixed. It's gonna be almost as much as the iPad. Let me see how hard it is to pull this thing off. Pull it off this junk board. Alright, so we're gonna do a test pull.
What time is it?
It's time for you to watch. He's asking Siri. He does it every time I tell him what time it is. Did Siri talk to you?
Yeah, she heard it. It's just taking her forever because it's not Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Siri, why are you so deaf?
See where you can.
Exactly. Call Tom. Searching for tomatoes. What? No. I didn't say anything about tomatoes. Yeah. Who said anything about tomatoes? Amy, it's a good guess on the tantalum cap issue. Let's see. Do you have my pliers, Micah? Yes, you do. Thief. Thief. Come off of there. Why are you stuck?
She lives.
Yep.
She lives. Ugh.
Yep.
You
I
are.
don't know about you, but I personally like the
That actually looks bomb.
mixed
Like,
up colors.
Apple should start doing this.
Panda phone.
You guys
Panda.
are lifesavers.
Panda.
Oh my gosh.
Panda.
Like, I'm on call tonight. I'm an RA. Like, I need this. Oh my gosh.
Where do you work at?
This is
I'm in Pierce Ford Tower at the university.
Oh, okay.
your Morgan, right?
Yeah. Yes, she's alive.
This is gonna be an epic fail. That's fine if it is. I'm not doing it on their board. This is a junk board. If I can get my tip off, I'd be happy. Can't get my tip off. The tip's stuck. Oh, there it goes. Got it. Put on my
Is it
big boy.
Lexington, Kentucky or
South
South Carolina?
Carolina.
Okay, that's confusing.
South Carolina
Yeah, everybody
gonna
asks me,
raise
it's
up.
okay.
Check
So-
your
and then the
shirt
next
off.
question is, well, how'd you end up at Western?
So, how'd you end up at Western?
My parents are alumni, so they
Oh,
give me
okay.
a tuition discount.
Even better.
Yeah. In-state tuition in South Carolina is the same as out-of-state tuition in Kentucky, so, I mean,
There you go. Does Western have a specific?
it does. It's called the Alumni Grant.
Okay. But are they teaching something specific here that you wanted, or it's just price efficiency?
Price really was the biggest factor.
With your student discount and everything comes to $55.62.
Tears, so many tears. Way cheaper than a new used fountain.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's always cheaper to get them fixed.
This will be thick enough to go in this case.
With the glass, did you have to have the glass cut to fit that, or
But I mean,
What is it?
her case? You don't know if the glass
Screen
is
protector?
thin enough to go in thinner case, because her glass protector she did have on there was like
It's only
just
the size of the screen.
perfect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it all came together in one
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, it probably won't work then. Is the one on her old screen broken?
No, we can probably. we might be
Yeah,
able
try to pull it
transfer
off, yeah.
I wish the Charmander was in the size that would fit my phone.
Yeah, it's the 5C.
I think we sold all the 5s, didn't we?
Do we have them for the 5s?
I think so.
There's a 5 side up, squirrel,
Oh, and then the Charmanders.
Charmander's for the larger one.
Get this out for me.
Yeah.
Let me see that phone back real quick, and I'll see if I can transfer your glass over without crack. See if I can do it without cracking.
It's cheap glass, so even if you crack it, I'm not going to be all that surprised. It was cheap. Like $13
Alright,
on Amazon.
so-
I'm not too
Flux seems to soften the underfill with
breaks.
and scraping it. Heat in general
Might be some bubbles or something.
will help soften it. Alright.
Just
How do we want to take this off?
This is fine.
I'm going to take this inductor off and see. Excuse me, Mr. Inductor, you're in the way. And you, Mr. Cap, are also in the way. Okay. Do you have the shim tool, Micah? He's going in. I want to get in right there. I got two little resistors there, but I think I can sneak over them. If Mike will give him my shim tool, because he keeps it and destroys it. It's probably all destroyed. Yeah, this is yours. This isn't mine.
Yours is in your toolkit thing back there.
No, it's not.
This is
No, it's not. Alright, we're gonna go up to
There you go.
NAND removal temperatures and speed here. You're welcome.
You have a good day.
Underfill, underfill, all the underfill. Well, with a few pads. A little too fast. More heat, less quickness. Looks like it lifted 4 pads. Let's see if they're even needed. It's in the description. I'm using a Aoyue 852A plus. Let's clean this up and see which pads I lifted. Maybe they're just unnecessary pads. This is a test board anyway, so it doesn't matter if I fuck it up. I'm just doing this for practice, which is key. If you want to do anything, you got to practice it. So get junk boards and try it out. If you fuck up, no big deal. Okay, I'm gonna try to come in. Just a little bit of heat and see if I can. Do a little S-tone in here and see. Yep, pretty much. You can only start by starting. That's the damn truth. Some of this stuff is scary. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. Some of this stuff is very difficult to do, and I'm still learning it. A lot of this, like, I can honestly say I've never done a PMIC on a iPad mini. I believe Jessa has. I don't know many people that have, though. I've seen a few videos of random people that have done them. It's very skilled work, that's for damn sure. It takes a good grasp, a good amount of touch, like feel, just knowing how it's gonna react and stuff. Yeah, the board does look like caca. That's for damn sure. This one's a tester board, so it's been abused and put up wet. So let's see how many pads are lifted here and how many are important. Okay, so we got that pad's still there, luckily. That one's still there. So I'm just gonna go down the list and see which ones are NC here. or if they're ground. If they're grounded, grounds are usually shared throughout this thing. So second pin in, not connected. So this one's an NC pad. So that one's okay. We don't have any other lifted ones here. Got some underfill there, but nothing crazy. Alright, so here, that one looks NC, but we'll check it. So that one's the fourth one in. Alright, that one's NC. We got one back here. That one's the 8th one in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's NC. This one here. 3rd one in, 2nd row down. NC. Here. This one looks at NC also. 3rd down, 1 in. NC. Let's see. These 2, 3, 4. There's 6 here. On the next 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, and 6th row. NC, 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 NC. So none of those are needed. The next one down, NC also. So all the way to here, they're NC. Next one down, also NC. If we go over 4 and up 1, also NC. So this one's not needed either. This one looks like it was needed. Let's find out. Maybe not. It may be an NC pad also. So what is that one? That one's 3, 6, 9, 11 in. 3, 6, 9. NC pad also right there. So check these. These are the last ones. Top right corner. NC. Next 3 down and 1 in. Let's see. NC, 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 and NC. So out of all these pads that are lifted, none of those are connected. So technically this would work if I put a chip back on it. As long as my pads are I would try to wick these down with hot air. You can clean underfill by just lightly rubbing a hot iron on it. It kind of just disintegrates. So just cleaning up. I don't have to do all this, but this is just practice. I like to practice even cleaning underfill, just because you're going to have to do it at some point anyway, so you might as well get good at it. So if you get good at it on your practice boards, you should be able to relate that over to the ones you're working on. And the thing is, like, when you do this work, don't try to get too like perfectionist with it, because the issues with this are you're gonna run into situations where it's gonna have to be kind of ugly. That's just part of it. And it's because, like with this per se, like I couldn't make this perfect. Like I've already got some exposed traces from just rubbing up against the top coating too hard or something, which is fine. I mean, that's gonna happen. Alright, so that pad's moved. So if you're lucky, you can just nudge it back over into place if it's not soldered to its neighbor, which this one is. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just kind of move it back and just kind of press it down into place. There you go. Now to wick these, what I do is flux and hot air seem to be the best option. Thank you, Peter. I mean, this isn't perfect. I mean, I think it would work if I put a chip back on it. This one won't work though because I've taken the NAND off of it. Let's see. You just want to knock down any high points that would cause you issues later on. Alright, so it ain't pretty. It's a face only a mother could love, but I would suspect that it would work.
Chris loves it.
I love it. It's my baby. Alright, so I'm gonna wick this. I ran out of my Techspray, but I've ordered some. So for now, I'm gonna be using MG Chemical Super Wick. Still good wick.
Still good wick.
Everybody's watching the stream like, oh shit, he's doing it. And then when I get done with all this, I'm not going to put a chip back on here. Again, more practice.
Can't kill what's already been killed.
I have much more good wick on the bench. Good wick? Fuck good wick.
It's the best wick.
Good wick is not the best wick.
It's the best wick.
Telling you, man, if you ever try the
Techspray
Techspray stuff, you will not go back. I mean, Micah likes to talk shit about it, but he uses it too. He's angry because he used Good Wick for so long. And now he's getting proven that it's not the best.
That's like devil's advocate.
You are a devil advocate.
I am.
You're the advocate for the devil's penis.
Chris loves it.
Devil's penis. Alright, so let's see, y'all. Y'all. We will clean this up with some acetone and see how it looks. I think it would be good enough to solder back to. More like poop wick.
What phone is this? It turns on, but it didn't. This is just hanging out here. iPhone 6?
Is that the one that we bought that was iCloud locked?
Maybe.
I think so. Check it when it turns on. You'll know. It'll be at the setup screen.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yep.
there's the PMIC area. Based on looking around on the caps and stuff that have underfill, I'd be fair to say that this should work. I don't see any like solder balls or anything sticking out of any of this, so I'd be fairly confident that this would work. Pads are wicked down pretty well. Probably could wick a few more of them just to make them extra flat, but so it is doable, but a lot of work. And for me, Bobby, as far as good or bad wick goes, it has to do with the braid on it. I don't think goot is bad in the sense that it won't absorb solder, because it does. But I'll show you. This is the MG Chemical stuff, and then I'll show you that compared to the goot. The goot.
The good stuff.
The goot and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to do a fresh cut of each one of these, so you can see the end of it. Alright, so here's the goot wick. It's got a decent braid, but if you look at it, see how kind of loose it is? So when I go to press my iron into this, what happens is it starts to spread. So see how it's spreading out as I just press on it? Like I'm just pressing in like I would with my iron. So I'm just pressing on that end. So see what's happening here? The braid is coming apart, and it's getting holes in it. And what happens is your iron ends up going through there, and you end up putting solder back on the board. This is the MG Chemical stuff, so I'll do the same thing. So the MG Chemical is a little better. It doesn't get the holes in it as much. Like there's some there, but this braid's still fairly compact. I don't think I have a piece of my other stuff left. Let me see. I had a piece sitting on the table the other day, but I think I threw it away. Oh, here it is. Nope, found it. And then here's the let's get a fresh cut on it. MG Chemicals and this stuff is fairly close to the same. The MG Chemicals just, I don't think it absorbs as well. That's why I just kind of avoided it. But here's this is the Super Wick stuff that I use. So as you can see, like as I mat it down, it doesn't get any gaps in it really. Like the weave itself stays together pretty well. Like you really have to just dig in there to get it to open up space. So if I dig it open like that, I can get a hole. But if you look at the braid, like it's much tighter on the weave there. So that's just why I prefer the Techspray. And the Techspray, I think it's about the same cost as goot. But that's just, it's personal preference. I mean, shit, all this is personal preference. Like, they all absorb the same. So, like, let's say, here's the piece of the Techspray that I had. It's got flux in it, but I always put a little flux down whenever I'm wicking. So clean my tip off some. It's had some solder left in it, so just press it down and see how clean your pads are there. Alright, now let's compare to the goot wick. I'll cut off a new piece of it. So this is the goot wick. So it does about the same. Let me get over here in the flux. So yeah, see, I mean, they all absorb about the same way. Well, maybe. There we go. But like I said, the problem I have is if I'm trying to get in here to something. So if I get in here with my iron to try to get off the side of this cap, you can see it starts to open the braid up whenever you work your iron in. If I use like this is the Techspray stuff I use. If I put that up against the cap and then I work it in, like I don't get any gap there. That braid stays solid, and it absorbs pretty well. So like even if I move the braid around on it, so it's still pretty solid. You can't see through that. The braid's still tight. That's my only complaint with goot. Otherwise, I mean, the braids, as long as you buy a good like name brand one, they seem to all be really good. Don't buy a cheap braid. This shitty cheap braid with no flux in it sucks. It won't absorb anything. You'll just sit there and bang your head on a wall trying to mess with it. But anyway, I'm going to clean up the PMIC chip itself now. Just in case they want to do it, I'll have a chip ready. Okay, so cleaning the chip tends to be a little easier than the board because it's very hard to pull a pad on the actual IC. So I'm gonna fill up the tip of my conical here. This is a, I don't know the model number on it. It's, if you look at it, it's got a space inside of it that holds solder, and it's a flat, like chisel conical tip style. But I just use that chamber where it holds solder to allow me to kind of just reflow these joints as well as I can. This has a lot of underfill still stuck to it, but we can get most of this off with just heat. So if I come in here and just rub, you'll go through the underfill coating. So just keep rubbing. Okay, let it cool for a second, because this is going to get the chip pretty warm when you do this. So alright, let it cool a little bit. Alright, so we knocked down most of that. I'm going to clean it now with some acetone. And see what we have left. Okay, so we got still a little bit of underfill left on it. We'll put more flux down, add more solder to our tip. And you'll see as you knock this underfill off and you go back over these pads, they'll start to shine up for you. Alright, so let's see here. Clean this edge off a little more. Alright, now let's clean this up again with some acetone, and then it should be ready to where we can clean the pads on this thing. It still may have a layer on it. Let's see. Give me a Q-tip. Tree rosin. Let's see, what size braid are you using? The Techspray I use is a number 4. I don't know what width it is. You can look it up. It'll probably tell you. It's fairly small. I mean, you gotta kind of buy what you're working with. So if you're working with small stuff anyway, you need to buy a thinner wick anyway. Alright, so burn off for more of this underfill. Chip's getting a little warm. Alright, let's clean that up. Alright, so I'm going to wipe the chip off a little here. Alright, so the chip's fairly clean. Our pads are dull, which means they're oxidized. So we just need to go, well, we got a little underfill left here. When you dry these chips out, you can really see the underfill because it shines comparative to the chip itself. Alright. If I was going to do these for real, I would not be reballing. I would buy these chips new. I noticed down here on one end it's got a little bit of exposed trace, possibly from where we came in, right there on the end. So right in here. That looks like to be one layer down on the board. I think it'll be okay though. Alright, so let's go in and see if we can shine all these pads back up. Decent amount of flux down. Killing trees for pine sap. Yeah, I probably will UV coat it if I was going to use it. I'll have to see if they even want me to do it. This is more for just me right now. Probably gonna have to use my smaller micro tweezers to re-tin these pads. Usually you have to slightly rub them to get them to take solder again. Clean it up and put some new flux on it. No, I haven't used a bent iron tip. Alright, so a lot of the pads are still dull. It's going to take a fair amount of work here to get all these shined up. I see you coming, babe. I see you coming. Well, I would not recommend doing this. It's far too time consuming. Just buy the chip. Pre-balled, ready to roll. Or if you're real hard up on it, you can reball it with leaded. Like I'm gonna have to go through and individually probably touch each one of those pads. Let's see. Yeah, Yeah, see the pad's there, it's just highly oxidized. Yeah, some type of acid solution probably would eat up most of the oxidation. You take that 5S apart.
Where's it at?
See if it's a battery or something.
That's what I was gonna try.
Let's see if any of those pads will take solder now. Yeah, they're just not taking any solder. I think he maxes it out because the other one is dying.
Chris.
What was it?
I just had the phone turn upside down and hit the power button. And see if it boots up all the way.
Yeah. He said it wouldn't do anything.
It wasn't earlier.
Huh?
I said it wasn't earlier.
Makes me wonder if the power button's fucked up somehow. Although if they plugged it in, it should turn on.
It just shut back off.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh.
Is it boot looping?
No, it's not boot looping. It'll power on, go so far, and then die. I think the battery might be flat.
Okay. Okay, well, probably not gonna fuck with this much more. I need to contact them anyway. If they want to do it, I'm gonna order a chip that's pre-balled. That way it takes half the work out of it for me. I just don't think the amount of work it would be to clean all those pads is just more than I'd want to put into it. With Goot Wick? You want me to scrub it with Goot Wick?
Yep, do it. Rub down, Chris.
Scrub her down. Let's just try it with this MG chemical over here and see what happens. Since it's right here and I don't have to dick with it. Let's tighten my scope up so it doesn't fucking fall on its face. It's hard to do this. Chip wants to move all the time. Alright, so with the MG chemicals, not getting much luck out of it. Not doing us much good. Let's get the goot. The goot. Alright, so we got the goot here. Let's see what the old goot does. Let me grab my tweezers here. Get it with the gooch wick. That ain't doing shit either. So, yeah. It's not shining those pads up, so. Like I said, not really worried about it. If you all can't see it, but if I look down the side, the pads are sunken in, which it's gonna make it hard for that wick to touch it anyway. So, OxyClean it. That's probably a good idea. Billy Mays here for cleaning your chips. Huh, what?
Still same thing.
With a new battery? How far is it boot?
Boots stays on the Apple screen for about maybe a minute or two, and then like right when it should boot all the way up, black just kicks back on.
Okay.
Like
So
all the way off. Like I physically have to push the power button. To
can you put it in recovery mode? Will it stay in recovery mode?
Let me see. Until it fails.
Alright, so we'll set that off to the side. We might have a 5S here to look at. MEK on it? Yeah, that would probably fucking do it. Probably melt the chip. The braid, bruh. Braid, bruh. I don't see you naked. So this is our good one. Can we just tape this one on top of it and it'll give it like twice the power? Can we just do that? Look at there. PMIC replaced. I just set it on top of the other one. Let me get it perfectly aligned. Fixed. Now it's probably got like twice the charging power. Let's see. Boom. 0.2 amps.
It does go under recovery mode.
Does?
For the
Yeah, it's recovery mode. Let me see this shit. Contact these people about that iPad mini. See if they want us to do a PMIC.
For PMIC.
Fuck, probably 125.
125.
If it works.
Okay.
Or that we can sell them one of ours for 150.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to see if this 5S has a software corruption. Uh-oh. It came out of
Did it?
recovery. Alright. You have to drill it in place. You have to use the dental thing and fucking put it in place like that.
I need a business phone.
Business phone.
Business phone.
If you want to, at the end of the day, message Hillary and just tell her to message you on mine, or if she wants to talk to you or something, or call the business number. And then if you want to use that at the end of the day, if we don't get screens today until tomorrow, you can just take that with you.
Alright.
Hold down with a small C-clamp. Y'all are full of ideas. Like, probably the best ideas. We have the best people here. Woo! Almost get in the face. Cut my hot. Alright. We want to do an update. Update. Alright. 5S. Small piece of iron on top end of this, and strong magnet below it to hold it in position. Is there a test at the end of the stream, Bobby? Yes. everything that's being done will be tested upon.
Hey, this is Micah from BNC. I was calling you about your iPad.
So pay attention.
Okay, we tracked down the issue to a chip which controls the charging of the iPad. So it's not charging. To replace the chip, it would be about 120 bucks, and you know, it's still not guaranteed to fix it.
We don't charge anything if it doesn't.
Yeah, we won't charge anything if it doesn't fix it, but you know, it's still not guaranteed. You know, it's not a guaranteed fix. So we could either try to do that, and like I said, there would be no charge if we don't fix it, or we have a couple for sale, other iPad minis. We have them for sale for $150.
They're not cellular though.
They aren't cellular though, like yours is. You still there? I think we lost connection.
Oh.
It sounded like he was driving or something.
God damn, what the fuck is this computer doing? Why is it taking so slow to extract the software? It's like beep, beep. Let me close some stuff out. Maybe it's just struggling. Close.
So notice that the iPhone or
Chris, backseat sales pitch. What's the backseat sales pitch?
oh, you know what it is.
Oh yeah, girl. You come here often?
You'll come here often.
You'll come here often. If I was a customer, I would go with a new iPad too, but some of them don't want to. Man, what the fuck is going on here? This thing is taking forever. It should not take that long to extract software for an iPhone. Oh, it's slow. Yeah, Aaron, the reason we do that is some people don't want to lose their data, so we'll offer that as an option always. Man, it's taking forever to extract.
BNC, how many?
Yeah, the no cellular sucks.
Okay. There's a chip that's bad on the iPad. It'd be $120 to fix. We'd have to order the chip. If the replacing the chip doesn't fix it, there's no charge to you. We do have iPads for sale. They aren't 3G, but we have some minis for sale for $150. Okay, no problem. Yeah, because I mean, even if we replace this chip, you know, it's not guaranteed to fix it. You know, it's a pretty hard chip to replace. Oh, okay. Not a problem, sir. Alright, bye.
What's he want to do?
You want to know what I said exactly? Didn't please him.
Huh?
Said chuck in the trash.
Do you really? Okay, we'll keep it for parts then.
Yeah. He said, I was just going to go look around for a new one. You throw in trash.
Okay. So we just got a parts iPad for nothing.
He's the one that gave us the parts iPhone too, because it's locked out.
Oh. The custom interface that keeps you from digging into microsoldering. Just so you all can see why I'm sitting here doing nothing. iTunes is extracting software at turtle pace. This is the new turtle iTunes.
You know what would really suck is if they tied iTunes to a phone to prevent third-party people from doing anything with them.
What are you talking about?
Like locked out iTunes from allowing you to do updates or restore phones or anything. Like not like making it so like if it's tied to a phone, like you get a serial key for your iTunes that's tied to that phone.
I don't think they would go that far.
You don't think so?
Too much work. Yeah, he told us just to keep it. Well, he said throw it away, but we're gonna keep it for parts.
Yeah, he said throw it away.
What gen is it? A Gen 1?
Yeah.
Is it a good LCD?
Yeah, the LCD's good.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I don't know. I have done.
Well, we've got those two in the back that need to be put together and need LCDs, so try it on that one.
Is that the same LCD?
iPad 1, yes.
Okay, alright. Alright. Shit.
If they ask for buy another iPad with their own data. What now? What?
What? You can't get their data off.
God bless iTunes. Fucking A, man. So let's talk. What do we need to talk about here?
Can you get past iCloud with the NAND swap? Or would everything have to be swapped?
Oh, 3Gs?
No, just on iPhone 6.
Oh, fuck.
Or would CPU have to...
iPhones, on the iPhone 6, you have to swap the CPU.
Well, I understood that. I didn't know if you could just swap the NAND and get a new serial and
Nope.
all would be good.
Nope.
Okay.
Won't activate. I don't understand why this one's going so slow. iPhone 6s don't take this long to extract the data.
Because it's broken. Did you look in to see if there's water damage or anything?
Huh?
Did you look inside to see if there's water damage or anything? Or?
In this one? No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about the computer.
Well, I understand.
It's
that
taking
extracting
goddamn
data.
forever to extract the
Do you
data.
think there could be damage to something inside there?
It extracts it on the computer.
Oh.
No singing. What do y'all think about the S8 and stuff? Supposedly it's got one of the worst drop ratings of any of the flagship smartphones that are out there. What CPU? Core i7. Let me see. I will tell you what it is.
Let me see if I can get a whole fill.
I have a Core i7 4600M 2.9 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM with a solid state hard drive. Should be plenty for it. Let the inspector have a go at it. Mike, you want to drop test the S8?
Yeah. I'll do it.
So Martin, you just close out all the Apple stuff and then reopen it? Alright, we'll try that. Task Manager. iTunes and Task. Okay, so now I'm in stereo. Unplug the phone. Okay. Plugged it back in. No, we didn't get the tablet. Well, the tablet tries to charge, but it's not charging. Update. See what it does now. No, still slow as shit. I might try to do this one when I'm off stream. Maybe the CPU's getting bogged down. Let me see what Open Broadcaster says. Open Broadcaster CPU 51%. It's not terrible. Let me close out my remote view shit. Oh, there it goes. I closed out my remote view stuff and now it's fucking rolling. Cool. Chris Long, bless you. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on? Did that work? No? Maybe? Here's the SIM tray for that iPad. Right here. Don't lose it. Come on, extraction. Go faster. 33 minutes.
Why is it so hot blowing out of your computer?
Because the GPU's doing work.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's rendering 1080p 60 frames per second.
Your mom.
The GPU's like, yeah.
Your mom gets that hot.
Give me that shit. We're gonna see if this fixes this iPhone 5S. It won't boot up all the way. It gets to the point where you would think it would load and then it restarts. Yeah, remote viewer for my server stuff. iPhone cannot be found. What? Fuck you. Let's try that again. Yeah, restarting does actually fix a lot of things. See you wanna be high. Why is it that 3U tools take so much longer to extract the information than like iTunes? Like, have any of you all that use 3U, like when you extract data from the ISPW files or IPSW, when you extract these information, it just takes so much longer. I don't know, Michael Overdick. How am I still alive? Maybe I should just end stream abruptly like you do. Oh! You get them photos mailed over to Kinko's for me? Overdick. Need those photos mailed to Kinko's. Stat. Are you fucking me? The phone just reset on me.
What?
The phone restarted itself right as the extraction was about to end. So now I gotta do it again. Micro Overdick is doing all my Kinko's printing for me now. He takes them in. I don't even have to talk to anybody. Extraction attempt number 4. My streams are just me struggling with iTunes. Why are you afraid to ask? Just ask him. Overdick is a very good printer extraordinaire. He makes the best prints at Kinko's. We've done some sweet flyers with him that we hang up on the telephone poles. Should I make a how to use iTunes video for me? I wish you would, actually, Michael. And please dedicate it to me. I am going to watch your Repair Shopper how-to videos. And then I'm going to leave a thumbs down and negative comments. Is it buffering? Oh, it was buffering. Yeah, CPU's getting wrecked right now. Board level repairman struggles with iTunes. There we go. I changed it to iTunes trolls me. Vaseline versus chip quick flux. I don't think I have any Vaseline to do that. This has a new battery in it, right? Micah, does this have a new battery in it?
No, new battery sitting right there. Just do the same thing on both batteries. So.
Right. Just waiting for it to start the update. 14, no, Error 26. That's probably because the drivers aren't installed. It'll probably work the second time around when I do this. That's the only thing I don't like when it reinstalls the drivers every time that I plug another phone back into it. Because it'll cause errors like that. Alright, number 5. The down button 2 times and 1 up for restore. Amazed by how many people that own Apple devices and don't know about iCloud or iTunes. I agree. So we got 31 people watching me do iTunes restores. It's pretty sweet. Do we have any other board repairs to do today, or are we caught up? Is it just iPads now?
I think so.
iPhone 6 Touch is done. TriStar we just did. Derek's iPad doesn't charge. Oh, I need to look at that fucking MacBook. God damn it. I don't want to look at the MacBook. I'll look at the MacBook. Yeah. I'm going to have to. So, this MacBook was from yesterday. It seems to turn on and work with just the charger plugged in. If you plug in the battery, it'll turn on. You'll hear it chime, but then it'll shut off immediately. So, now watch. It'll load and then it shuts off. So, we're all laughing at you. That's fine. I deserve to be laughed at. Alright, attempt number 743. Alright, we got a loading bar. If it errors out again, then we probably got some software corruption. Error 27 is the death spell, I believe, so. Yep, error 26, so it's still doing it. Alright, we need to contact these people and ask them if we can do a DFU restore, which is going to wipe the phone. But right now it seems like that's probably the only option. Alright, so let's open up this MacBook. Micah, do you have the green toolkit? Actually, I might have the right one over here. That one feels like it's too big. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
I feel it coming.
Let's see how far along this is.
90-minute cap replacement. It's okay. Everyone needs a little 90-minute cap replacement in their life. This is, I believe, a 2014 or 15 13-inch Pro. It was liquid damage, but the liquid damage looked like it was isolated to the battery mostly, but I didn't really see anything on the board. But obviously something's going on because it does not like. I'm gonna disconnect the battery and plug it in and see if it'll boot up. That way we know that there's something wrong with maybe the current sensing circuit or something like that for the battery input. Micah, you left a sticker on it.
What sticker?
The top little protective sticker.
Oh.
It's very unprofessional, Micah.
Is he gonna open it up and look at it and go, look at my sticker?
I did.
Well, yeah, you did.
I'm professional. Look at this. Look. What is this? What is this, Micah? You're missing screws too, Micah. Damn.
No, those aren't screws.
What are they?
They're the little rubber feet that go in there.
Oh, where are the rubber feet at, bro?
You can see how many help you.
Did you lose those?
Yeah, hold on, just, actually he's pretty busy at the moment. Something I can help you with? Okay. Okay, are you gonna bring it by, or?
The battery is crooked as shit.
Yeah, let me
How's
check
that
for
even
you. Hold on
possible?
a second.
Maybe that's all it was.
These people on the phone want to know if you pick up the cluster
Pick up a cluster?
Yeah,
When?
in the morning.
Yes.
He said, yeah, you can do that. Uh-huh, yep. All right. Not a problem, bye.
TCRS, this one is on battery. It turns on for a split second and then shuts off. If you, God damn it, Micah.
But I didn't make the tape for it.
It shuts off immediately. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah. You think it's trackpad? I think it could be trackpad actually, looking at it. Since my assistant doesn't know how to pull tape off. Looking at you, Micah.
I'm looking at you, Chris.
Here's looking at you, Micah.
There's a protective barrier, non-conductive barrier.
I know, but the cable's all fucking wanky as shit. Alright, let's pull this sticker off. Like it's supposed to be. Let's plug our cable back in here.
Hey there.
Hey,
Can I help you?
maybe. Got this little fella right here.
Mm-hmm.
He will not come up.
Well, come on.
Now,
That's
I've
the
had-
second one today that just came in. Anything happened to it? Looks like it's been dropped.
Turn it off again.
I may have dropped it at one time,
Yeah.
but I've had the battery checked.
Is that all it does? Is show the Apple logo and
That's
shut
it.
back off?
That's it.
You got another one that's doing the exact same thing here. I'm gonna have you fill out a form.
Well, first of all, is it on?
Trackpad cable
Yeah,
is the
I
issue.
confidently
You are
just-
correct, sir.
We don't charge anything to look at it. We only charge if we fix it.
It is the trackpad cable.
Did you sign that there?
And what kind of price is it?
TCRS, you are
It
the
just
man,
depends
sir.
what's going on with it. It could be a software issue. Was there anything that you on the phone that you want to recover?
So
or
with the
if-
trackpad
if
disconnected,
we need
it
to wipe
stays on.
then is that okay?
Well, I want to try to keep all my pictures and stuff. Well,
Yeah. Yeah, the one right now we're looking at getting a hold of because we might have
Sweet.
to wipe it. It just depends what the phone does. We'll open it up and look at it and see if there's anything going on there or anything like that. But if it comes down to it, then that might be the only option to get the phone to come back on.
If I, what's them phones worth if it is clear? I mean, if you can get it up and going.
Is it an S? Yeah, it's an S. I think they usually go for about 100 if they're in really good condition. This one's got a little bump in the corner there and a little crack in the screen there in the corner. It'd probably go for maybe 80 or so.
Do y'all buy 'em?
We don't buy 5s, no, not generally, no.
So really, I mean, if it's gonna be a intense labor, then I'm gonna lose money by getting it fixed.
It depends. If it's just a software, if like I said, if we just reset it, but then you're gonna lose all your stuff. But if we reset it, then it'd probably only be about $35 or so. I mean, if that's what it takes to get it to work,
$35 and then I'm not gaining anything.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah.
Hell, let's not even worry about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 'cause my main concern was trying to get my
Trying to
stuff
get it on
pictures
and get your pictures and stuff. I mean, we can look at it and try to get them off and get it on, without it. But I was just letting you know that it might, that might be the only solution as far as right now is what we know, because that's the exact same symptoms of a phone we got now. We could try, try other little things like, you've already said you had the battery check and stuff. I mean, we can double check that and go over some other things, and just take a general look over it.
Stick a lot of money in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How long does it usually take to figure it out?
CCRS, you are correct.
He's got this.
I'm done with this.
Oh, you're done with it?
Yep. Needs trackpad and cable.
Okay.
That's what's shutting it off.
All right.
I need a battery anyway. It was shot too.
Okay.
I can look at it right now.
Well, let's do it then. If it's too major, then
What's it doing?
Same thing the other one's doing.
Just rebooting.
Just killing it after it boots up so far.
All right.
I wonder if there's an update or something that boards and fogs.
We'll see. Be kind of funny if two 5S's
Yeah.
have the same error on
Yeah.
the same day.
Yeah. Did it just happen today? Did it start doing it today?
last week sometime.
Last week sometime? Okay.
It's going into recovery. Update. Update. Alright. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Corrosion on the connector and cable, plus an issue with logic chip as SMC deadline. That makes sense for the deadline. Main logic shortages or SMC deadline. Probably smokes the new cable on the chips on the trackpad. We have to pull the battery back out of it.
Oh my god.
We'll have to contact him also and tell him that we figured out why it was shutting
The
off.
original issue, yeah.
Tell him the battery was still bad, it wouldn't take charge.
Yeah.
I took it to AT&T. He gave me another phone, but he couldn't get no information off of it.
Oh
He told
yeah.
me to bring it to you guys, let you guys look at it.
Well, this is about our only option here, so we're gonna hope it works.
Yeah, I hope it does.
Because if it doesn't, it won't restore anything. It'll wipe it if we have to try to get it back on that way. That's not the only way. This should keep everything on it. This is an update only. Yeah, I would, Aaron. Parts and schematics and board views. You can find schematics. Same error. That can't be right. Same exact error.
See, I'm wondering if they did an update and it's breaking some phones.
No, it can't be the same exact.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no. Let me try
It wouldn't be
updating
the first
iTunes.
time.
Let me try updating
AT&T
iTunes.
doesn't make updates.
Oh no, it wouldn't be AT&T. It'd be Apple.
Which one of you fellas is Chris Long?
He's Chris
me.
Long.
You came Tommy Long?
Uh-uh.
He answered real quick now.
I'm not related to any Longs around here.
Okay.
I'm from up near Louisville. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, it's automatically putting itself in recovery. I may have to empty the cache and see if maybe it needs to download a new update or something. I don't think it's the cable. I use this cable for all of them. I'll try another one, but
The lightning cable. We got one.
I don't think it's the cable, but we'll try. .3U sucks as far as installation goes. Takes too long. Yeah, I might restart the computer or reinstall. I could try just clearing the cache on iTunes. Kind of sucks have to download all the firmwares again, but maybe best. I'll go ahead and plug it in with the other cable while we're waiting. Alex, my 3U takes forever to extract. Like software extraction takes forever. Deckard, I'm talking about the software cache. Well, shit. Because I swapped ports, it's complaining about it. Alright, we'll just close iTunes and we'll open 3U up.
What's 3U?
It's just a standalone program.
Oh.
Let's try exit recovery mode and see what it does. And go straight back in. Status undownloaded. The hell does that even mean?
Oh, you tell.
Alright, Alex, on 3U, how do you update without erasing everything? Oh, right here. Duh. Never mind. Chinglish. No, Decker. There's a folder for iTunes that stores all the firmwares you download. Four minutes. Video output is low.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, I brought my computer in for Chris to check it.
Name?
Jewel Jones.